Hi everyone, good morning. I hope everyone's doing wonderful, or doing great for that matter. Today I wanted to make a video in regards to some of the new stuff I have acquired very recently. Actually within the past 24 hours for that matter. As some of you may or may not know, Terry was in town from By Terry, and I got to see her, and I was so excited. Because, you know, I'm in love with the brand. I'm in love with her products. And it's not the first time I've seen her. So it was, you know, just to see her again is always a pleasure. I always appreciate, you know, when people take the time to meet clients and just making events and stuff like that. But what I didn't know was that her being there was also like the release of her new Velvet Rouges, which I was told about. I understood the concept of what they were, and I knew that they were bright shades and like a brief description of the shades, but I actually hadn't like swatched them or anything. And needless to say, it was totally worth the wait. I'm so excited over these. Like I can't even begin to explain how excited I am about these specific products. So a little bit of information about these, because the focus of the video I think will be about these more than the other products. But anyway, the first thing I noticed about them is the size. They're definitely smaller than the standard By Terry lip glosses. So for size comparison, like here's a lip liner. These are definitely smaller, and you know you have to take into account that this is just like the cap. Now a little bit about the formula, because there's nothing out there like it, and it's very hard to describe something that there's nothing else quite similar to it. But in regards to like the texture, the closest thing I can think of is if it's like the Guerlain liquid lipsticks, except less silicone-y in feel. These are a bit more like a gel in comparison. I know people would probably want to compare it to the YSL glossy stains, and they're not quite like that either, because with the glossy stains, when you first apply it or when you first swatch it, it is like a gel, but then when you put it on your lips or just give it a few moments, it starts to thicken or become sticky. These don't do that. They are like a thin gel with a slight silicone bit like aspect to it. Glides on the lips, it stays like a thin texture, it feels weightless. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't accentuate any lip lines or anything. And these babies last. Like I had shade number 7 on all night. I had it on since like 4:30 p.m. and like at midnight, very minimal fading. 1, 2 in the morning, I had like my second meal at that time, minimal fading. Sometime after the 2 o'clock hour, I think is when it started to fade quite a bit after that. But to be honest, I mean, from like a 4:30 to like past midnight with no touch-ups, nothing, I think it's pretty damn good. I have to put it out there like that. Yeah, so with that being said, the other thing too that I find interesting about this specific product is the applicator. So let me put the blush down. So actually, let me go over the swatches first, and then I'll discuss the applicator. So I got 3 of the shades. There's a couple other shades that are actually... Let me rewind. There's one true nude shade, which when you swatch, it's the color of concealer for me. I know it wouldn't be flattering, so I didn't get that one. And there's also a red shade. For those of you who are wondering, it's like a warm tomato red. It's beautiful if you're into orange reds. I'm not into orange red, so I didn't get it. What else? There's like a vamp shade in the series too, which I want to put on my lips or like at least swatch it and play with it a bit, because vamp shades, it's a hit or miss in terms of the texture. I mean, this texture is fantastic, but vamps are very, very tricky, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so a little bit about the colors that I got. So I got shade 2, which is Cappuccino Pause. Shade number 5, which is Baba Boom. And then shade number 7, which is the one I'm obsessed with, like seriously, is Bankable Rose. So let me just show you the swatches. So from top to bottom is obviously shade number 2, shade number 5, shade number 7. How gorgeous are those shades? I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed with these. So the other thing too about these is that I feel like it's important to discuss a bit is the applicator. Let's see if I can get this out of the container. It's hard doing this with one hand. Okay. All right, so you see how the applicator has like almost like a ball tip? So in regards to this, from what was explained to me is that when you apply it on straight on, it's to help you create like a crisp lip line. So to outline your lips with this specific product, you use the ball end and you apply straight ahead. Versus if you want to fill in the inside of your lips, you apply it with, like on its side like this, since it's a bit flatter. I obviously haven't tried the application method because it was applied on me when I had it on yesterday. But it makes sense. I mean, for liquid lipsticks, you really, especially with bolder colors, you really have to be more careful about making a crisp lip line because, with bolder colors, they're less forgiving. And it's more noticeable if you have a really sloppy lip line. But yeah, I mean, the applicator is definitely different. I can appreciate it. It's not... I think it'll get some getting used to specifically with this because it's not what I'm accustomed to. But it's not a bad applicator. I think it's interesting for that matter. So just a little FYI for those of you who are wondering about the applicator and why it's shaped the way that it is. So like I said, if you want to apply with a crisp lip line, you apply it straight ahead. Versus if you want to fill in your lips, you use the side of the applicator. So that's a little FYI about that. Just put this away. Okay. So in regards to the longevity, I'm impressed because of the fact that they last and your lips don't get dry. They don't accentuate lip lines. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It feels weightless. Because with glossy stains over time, I feel like they thicken up and it feels more obvious, or like it's like when you're wearing a glossy stain. Like that's like it's not like a weightless formula, if you ask me. And with liquid lipsticks and a lot of the formulations, I feel like over time, like your lips start to feel a bit dry and you need to put a bit of lip balm on, or you need to put some type of product on top of it to kind of help offset the dry look. This totally does not have the dry look at all. And what's also interesting about shade number 7, which is what I have an issue with bright pink lips, is that I have a section on my upper lip where, specifically pink lipsticks for that matter, some other colors too, but like some shades of red, but it's more obvious on the pink shades where if I apply it on that section, it doesn't apply at all. So I have to wear a lip liner in that little spot on my lip so that the lip product can cling onto the lip liner instead of my lip. Versus with this, nope. It totally glides on like a dream. It's gorgeous. I'm in love with it. You could put like a light sheer layer and it looks really pretty as like a soft stain kind of appearance. Or you could put on like a full-on application, like maybe like 2 coats maybe. And it'll look like a full-on opaque color. It's just gorgeous. I love the fact that they're so long-lasting and your lips don't look or feel dry. Because with glossy stains, I could only wear a glossy stain maybe like for one day, and then I have to wear something else the next day because my lips do get a bit dry with glossy stains. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know how they're going to be if you're like these specific products, if your lips are super, super dry in texture. Because my lips are not, they're not super dry, but they're a bit dry. And I feel like they were quite forgiving on my lips. But again, everybody's lips and body chemistry is different. So just something to be aware of. I feel like these specific products are like the ultimate winners. Like, I'm so happy about these. And then I also picked up the by Terry Densiliss Blush shade in shade number 5. I forget the name, but that's how it looks in the pan. And this is how it looks in the on my arm. It's a shimmery pink blush. I feel like it looks almost chalky on my arm, but when applied on my cheeks, it's just this beautiful flush. And when you pack on the color, it just gets even brighter. So I'm really happy I got that. And then for lip liners, there's, I think, 4 new lip liners, and I got 3 of the 4 shades. And for the 3 shades that I got shade number, let me see here. It's hard to read when you don't have your glasses on. It's shade number 5, which is called Baby Bear, which is like a nice warmish pink, peachy pink. And then I have also shade number 7, which is Red Alert. Not the most unique lip liner in terms of shade number 7. But on the other hand, shade number 8, which is Wine Delight. Gorgeous. This is like the perfect like lip liner for like your vampy shades or like your more burgundy colors. So I feel like with more vampy colors, it's harder to find a nice lip liner. And with vampy shades, it's also hard, not vampy, but like your, you know, dark like plums and wines or Bordeaux type of shade. I feel like those colors are a bit trickier to put on the lips, so you definitely need a lip liner. And I feel like I can never find a really good lip liner because they're either too purple based or too burgundy. So this is definitely like a nice in-between shade that I could definitely use among some of my lip colors that I want. Or if you have drier lips too, like the burgundy colors, not burgundy, like the Bordeaux wine deeper colors, they're a bit less forgiving on the lips in the sense that they tend to be a bit drier in formula, or they're just a bit trickier to apply. So it's nice to have a lip liner that's very forgiving, so it'll help offset that issue for some people. So anyway, that's basically it. If you guys have any questions about my haul or purchases, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments bar. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.